never made it, but I know what it takes. I'm motivated by a mix of emotion. Got my statement, and I'm reading it slow so I can understand it fully. Appreciate my standing, go out of this world and right on time. Oh, never in my life have I seen the sky light up like this. I'm far away from Earth and I wanna know if you exist. Mission control, do you read me? Send me my coordinates lately. Mission control, am I drifting? Tie me to someone who will love me, yeah. Wait, I think I'll last a bit longer. Find another.
Welcome everyone. Welcome everyone. Welcome everyone to another Ref Brandon and the Todd family YouTube video. Wherever you are, whatever you may be doing, thank you so much for making Ref Brandon and the Todd family a part of your day. We always greatly appreciate it. Coming up today here on the channel, we're going to talk some NASCAR. So if you're a NASCAR fan or know somebody who is, please feel free to tell them to check this video out. Give it a like. Give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you have not yet subscribed to the channel. We are slowly continuing to grow, but the more you share the videos on all social media platforms, the more we appreciate it and the more it helps out the channel. If you have something negative to say, don't say it because that hurts the channel, but feel free to comment any time on any video that we do. And I'm very happy about Wednesday's top 10 countdown. That was probably the most successful top 10 countdown I've done in a long time as far as the viewership goes. There for a while I was kind of down in the dumps about the top 10 countdowns, but Wednesday's was very successful and I'm very happy about that. Let's go ahead and turn the camera a little bit. I know everybody wants to see my pretty face even better. But last weekend, all three series raced in the NASCAR touring division. We had the Craftsman Truck Series and Xfinity Series and the Cup Series. And this weekend, all three are back on the track. We'll talk about that in a minute. But first, last weekend in the Craftsman Truck Series race, Christian Eckes won, followed by Nick Sanchez, John Nemechek, Bailey Curry, Ben Rhodes, Matt DiBenedetto, Chase Purdy, Timmy Hill, Matt Crafton, and Jack Wood. And then in the Xfinity Series, we had Austin Hill get his third win of the season. Right now, he is on pace to win about 20 races this year. I'll go ahead and say that's not going to happen. Daniel Hemrick came home second, followed by Ryan Truex, Parker Kligerman, Riley Herbst, Brett Moffitt, Josh Berry, John Nemechek, Sam Mayer, and Justin Haley. And then Sunday afternoon in the Cup Series, Joey Logano gets his first win of the year, followed by Brad Keselowski, Christopher Bell, Corey LaJoie, and Tyler Reddick. That was Corey LaJoie's best career finish, and last year at Atlanta, he finished in the top 5. So if Corey LaJoie keeps this up in Atlanta, he's going to sneak around and win one of these eventually. Denny Hamlin, 6th. Ryan Blaney, 7th. Eric Jones, 8th. Ty Gibbs, 9th. And Kyle Busch rounded out the top 10. Me and another guy on social media that loves NASCAR have been chatting back and forth at different times throughout the year about how the attendance numbers and figures are up. Without knowing the exact amount, you don't have to. You can look in the crowd and tell that there's more people there without knowing what the actual numbers are. So it makes him and I both crack up. People talking about how NASCAR's on the decline when you can watch the races and clearly tell that's not true. But another good weekend last weekend in the NASCAR Cup Series. It was funny because after the race, Brad Keselowski said that him and Logano racing side by side proves that you can have two drivers race side by side without wrecking as long as you have two good drivers and not one crappy driver. And I was on the podcast earlier this week with my man Jay, and we were talking about NASCAR from last weekend, how so many fans are upset about the wrecks and the wrecking, and how they were complaining Saturday because the truck race and Xfinity race were pretty much both just wreck fest. But then in the Cup race on Sunday, outside of the one wreck where Ross Chastain took out 6 or 7 cars, there wasn't a lot of wrecks. It was racing. And they're complaining because there wasn't wrecks. And I'm thinking, I thought NASCAR was supposed to be racing. I thought NASCAR stood for National Association of Stock Car Auto Racing. Are we watching racing for the racing, or are we watching racing for the wrecks? If you want to watch the wrecks, then go watch a demolition derby. I personally watch racing because I want to see racing. But I guess everybody is different. But this weekend, tomorrow, we have 2 races. 1:30 tomorrow is the NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series XPEL 225 from Circuit of the Americas on Fox Sports 1. That's in Austin, Texas. It's our first road course of the year. And then right after that, tomorrow at 5 o'clock on Fox Sports 1, we have the Xfinity Series 250. And Sunday afternoon at 3:30 on the big Fox, we have the NASCAR Cup Series Echo Park Automotive Grand Prix. So all 3 series on track again this weekend, and all 3 series will be at Circuit of the Americas in Austin, Texas. That is actually probably my favorite road course that they go to right now. It's unlike Sonoma and unlike Watkins Glen, so I really enjoy it. Any thoughts on NASCAR, please feel free to let me know. Homes for Our Troops is a publicly funded 501c nonprofit organization that builds and donates specially adapted custom homes nationwide for severely injured post 9/11 veterans. Since the 2004 inception, nearly 90 cents of every dollar spent has gone directly to our program services for veterans. Visit at hfotusa.org. Let's go ahead and get our dad joke of the day in here. What do you call a guy hanging on your wall? Art. And that wraps it up for today's Ref Brandon and the Todd Family YouTube video. Until next time, it's Ref Brandon saying, just like in pro wrestling, life can be over by the count of 3. Tell your friends and family how much you love them. Bye.